Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Dipankar, and today in this video we are going to talk about how we can connect an external client app with Postman to be able to authenticate and get some data, right? I hope you have watched my previous video in which we have connected two Salesforce orgs using external client app. We have also talked about auth provider, name credential, name principal, and as well as we also have talked about external credential and how to connect the dots to be able to integrate to Salesforce. Now, if you want to integrate Salesforce with Postman or maybe with some other application, we just need to know the fundamentals, right? So this video is all about that, connecting the ECA with Postman. So what is external client app? So basically, earlier we used to have connected app. Now Salesforce has stopped allowing us to create connected app. So if we go to connected app, so if we go to manage connected app, we cannot create new connected app, and this is basically the OAuth use. So external client app is the way forward. Okay. Now we can either use the existing external client app that we have created, but if somebody who is new to this video and have not watched the previous video, for them we will again do the same thing and create a new external client app. Okay, so now external client app for Postman. Okay, so this is, and I have to give my contact email. Distribution state is basically if you want to distribute using 2 GB packages and manage package things. Doesn't matter for us if we keep as local or package. So in the last video we have kept it as packaged. In this video we can keep as local as well. Don't matter much. So now we have to enable OAuth 2, right? Then we have to give a callback URL. So we don't have the callback URL. In the previous video, I have explained you how to set the correct callback URL. Here we will give a dummy callback URL. Now let's say give the full access, and let's what else we have given in the last video? I think refresh token, right? Refresh token and offline access. Now, this will also not sufficient. What we also have to do, there is something called as passwordless login API. So you also have to give this one as well. Now we have to enable the client credentials flow, right? And in the last video, we have enabled this one. So it's okay. If you want, we can disable it. So not required. Now this is also done. We'll have to create it. Now in the policy tab, right? So we also again have to enable this one. So we have to click on edit. We have to enable external client credential flow, and we have to give the username. So basically, if I show about my username, let me just use the data export. So basically, this is my username. Okay. And this is basically required from Postman to let us know that on behalf of who the the flow is running, right? So rest of things we can just leave as is, and we can click on save. Now our external client app is ready. Okay, so now we have to go to settings. Let me again refresh this one. Okay, there seems to be some error. Let's talk about that again. What happened? External client app manager. Am I logged out? Let's see. Okay. So now talk about external client app. Now this is what we created. ECA for Postman. We have to go to settings. This is the basic information. Okay. Now under the OAuth settings, we have to get the consumer ID and secret. The same way. and it will send us an email to get the verification code. Okay, so verification code I have received in my email, so I'll just paste it from here. I'll click on verify. So now this is our consumer key and consumer secret. Now the second thing is to get to the postman. Okay, so in the postman, first thing is to get this one, force.com, whatever my domain URL, right? david.my.salesforce.com. So this is my domain. And in the last video, I have explained you how to get the domain URL. Then followed by services, auth2 and token, right? Now the grant type over here in the body is client credentials. In the client ID, we have to delete it and paste it our own client ID. Then for the client secret, we again have to copy this one, come to here, and we have to paste it over here, and we have to click on send. And if everything is okay, you should be receiving this access token. Now using this access token, we want to query the data, right? The similar query that we have done over here, fields custom, the same thing that we have done, we can also do it using Postman as well, right? So in the authorization, okay, so its authorization token is bearer token, and whatever the authorization I have got, I can just paste it and click on send. Okay, so it says this session ID is not valid for the use with REST API. That means we have not given the proper scopes. So what we can do, we can go to this one, we can click on edit. In the scopes, we have to give this access. Okay, so that's what I wanted to explain, because we cannot just randomly give all the scopes just to be able to make it work, right? So we have to know what exactly we have to do. So we have to click on send again. Now this time we'll get a new access token. Okay, and it says passwordless login API and API. Now since we have this API, we'll just remove this and paste this one. And now we have to click on send. And now you see we have got the data. So it says fields custom from account limit 5, and one thing that we can do is order by, right? We'll write order by created date descending. And it's not like AI we have to do it over here, because in the params we are doing it, right? So if I go to the params, this is the SQL query, and if you click on send, you see this active. Okay, so if we, let's say if you want to get this account ID, is active false, external ID is null. So why it is giving this way? Let's see. So let me go to some this org. Let's check actually. We'll go to the sales app, and here we'll check if this ID is present or not, or is it from something else. So this is the account. Okay, so external ID is blank, is active is false. So I'll just give some random thing and we'll make it as active. And now let's query it again. You see this? The external ID is populated, is active is true now. So basically, this is how you want to do it to authenticate your Postman with Salesforce using external client app. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, and let me know if you have any questions in the comment. I hope this hands-on video is helpful to you. Thank you. Thank you for watching.